Swami Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pashyasha Deshatarini Shlambadaram Vishnu Sasivanam Chatapusam Prasannavanam Dhyayet Sarvavigmokti Jnanandam Mayam Devam Nirmalam Spatika Adharam Sarvavidhyanam Hayagrimam Pasmahe Mitrānāya Sadhunam Vināṣāya Ca Dushtam Sthāpanārtāya Sambhavāmi Nirvhe. Priyapati Narayana, Ursai San Sri Vaikuntham, listens into this world for three reasons. Paritrānāya Sadhuna, number one. Number two, Vināṣāya Ca Dushkritam. Number three, Dharma Samsthapanam. For this, that is to protect his devotees, to take care of the miscreants, the disturbing entities, and to re-establish the dharma. While he appears, yuge, millennium after millennium, he appears. When he appears into this world, we call that as incarnation or avatar. As we know that avatars are many, unlimited avatars. And last Sunday, Gopeshwar Prabhu was asking some devotees here, out of all the avatars, which one is your favorite? That was a tough question. You don't want to get into problem with the other devatas by telling some name. Right? So, but that question stuck into my mind. Then I started mentally analyzing different avatars. There are unlimited, Ananta Koti avatars are there. But then out of all these different avatars, there are 10 avatars which is considered to be principles, where many sages and saints are glorified and sung. Again, out of these 10 avatars, there are two versions of it. One is North Indian version and another one is South Indian version. So it's little get interesting over there. Matsya Kurma Varaha Nrsimha Vamana Parasurama Rama Balarama. That's where the next one comes. Where the South Indian version says it's Krishna and Kalki. Whereas on the other upper part of the India, North Indian version says Buddha and Kalki. So these 10 avatars, we're not going to get into the detail of which is, everything is true. This was also true, that one was also true. Now, out of these 10 avatars, interestingly, you can categorize and group them into two, which is 6 of them have taken the human form, and 3 of them have taken an animal form. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. 3 animal form. Okay? And whereas the other 6, which is Vamana, Parasurama, Rama, Balarama, Buddha Krishna, and Kalki. All 6 have taken human form. So I was just thinking, now if I call someone, and they were very special, all this incarnation very special. And they have also some unique qualities that when they appear, they exhibit. But these animal, the form of animal that the Lord has taken is considered like milk. Whereas the other 6 avatars taken as a human form is considered like a sugar. Now I'm calling Opal, I'm going to give you a glass of milk, just plain milk, right from it's an organic milk. I give you a glass, finish the glass of milk, then I'm going to give you 2 spoons of sugar. And I'm asking you to take that, right? You take that also. So you took raw milk, and then you took sugar next. Now I need to give a second glass, which has milk and sugar together, and make you to drink, ask you to drink. After you drink the milk with the sugar, would you like to go back and just want to taste sugar separately and milk separately, Opal? My whole program is collapsed. Maybe I should do a rehearsal before coming here with Opal or something. Alright. Say no, please. Okay. No. After you taste the milk with sugar, and I'm not going to ask Ara because she only said no for everything. And now, Hare Krishna. Yeah. You want to speak? Please, you continue. I'll proceed.
You continue, I will.
So before we started 5, I want you all to remember that we started 8 minutes late. That's not my fault. On top of it, I also asked permission from Ramacharya Prabhu. I may go little 15 minutes extra. He said no problem. So you can add the 8 plus 15. What's going to be? Okay. Now likewise, the 6 avatars human form is like sugar, and 3 avatars of animal form is like milk. When you combine together, you don't want to give up that taste. That is Lord Nrsimha. Human and animal together, when you taste Nrsimha Dev, then you will not go back to any other avatar. Nrsimha Dev Bhagwan ki jai. And not only that, there are little more differences between these avatars, but I'm not going to get into the details of those things as we have a lot more to cover today. So I just want to ask a question. How many of you have been attending the series of this Vishnu Purana version of Nrsimha's appearance? How many of you have not attended? Please raise your hand. You have not attended the last 2 days. Okay, you're not. Okay. So what you can do is, the recording is there. So please listen. So I want to respect the others' time and don't want to go back and do a recap for 20 minutes. And it's difficult. So you can just listen to the recording. So Prahlada Stuti in the 19th chapter of Vishnu Purana. At least I want to tell you this one. This is not from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is from Vishnu Purana. And the Vishnu Purana has 4 chapters. In the first canto, 17, 18, 19 and 20. We covered 17, 18 and 19 already in the 2 days. Now we are going to do 20th chapter, but we are going to touch from the to his worship. God to do his worship, deity worship. So he mentally started doing archana. To the Lord. At his home, he had all the facilities. The puja room was there, and all the articles were there. He had servants to help him. But he did all the deity worship over there very comfortably. But then in the ocean, when his hands are tied, his legs are tied, whole body is tied with Nagapasha, what is he going to do? But he didn't want to stop his deity worship, archana. Therefore, mentally he started offering prayers. Namaste Pundarikaksha, Namaste Purushottama, Namaste Sarvalokatma, Namaste Tigna Chakrine, Namo Brahmana Devaya, Pro Brahmana Itayacha, Jagat Itaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. So he started worshipping the Lord. Namo, Namahat Tasmai, Namat Tasmai, Namat Tasmai Mahatmane, Nama Rupa Na Tasya, Astiyo Astitva Na Upalabhyate, Namo Asti Vishwave, Vishnave, Tasmai Yasya Abhinam, Idam Jagatit. Om Namo Vishnave, Tasmai Nama, Punah Punah. Yatra Sarvam, Yatas Sarvam, Yes Sarvam, Sarva Samsrayaha, Sarva Gatvat, Anantasya, Sayeva Aham Avastitaha, Mattas Sarvam Aham Sarvam, Mai Sarvam Sanatanaha. So he offered his prayers to the Lord. And then after some time, all the Nagapasha got broken into pieces and he came to the shore, the ocean shore over there. When he came over there, then he was remembering the Lord and he could see the Lord within his heart. Then he was again started praying to the Lord. Om Namo Paramatmaye Stotam Sokyam Starat Aksharaha. And he started praying to the Lord. Nityam Anityam Prapancha Atmanam Yeka Aneka Namastubhyam Vasudeva Adi Karana. And he started praying again to the Lord. This beautiful prayers, wonderful prayers. At any cost, he was not giving up anything. But one thing he was going on telling is, in this particular sloka, Achyuta Astu this is his power. Whatever it's a millions of life I may take. It could be just an ant body, whatever it may be. Achyuta, I should always remember your lotus feet. I will always remember your lotus feet. That is the boon that Teshu Achyuta Bhakti. I want your bhakti. Achyuta Astu Sada. Sada. Not only on festival days. I should remember 60 days remembering that. And he's giving an example to the Lord how that bhakti should be. Please everyone pay attention to this one. How he's telling to the Lord that I want to remember you all the time. Sada, Tvai, Bhakti. Then he's saying how that bhakti should be, how that bhakti I should remember you. He's saying, Ya Priti, please listen here. Ya Pritihi Avivikanam Vishayeshu Anapayine Tvam Anusmarata Same Hrudaya Ma Apastrakatu. Like how a materialistic man is attached to so many material desires. Let me be attached to you in that manner. What an example. What an example. How about something else? Then, now he is asking the second boon. He is saying, Prahlada is saying, Mahi, please listen, Mahi dvesha anubandha abhut samstuto udhyate tava mat pituhu tat krutam papam deva tasya pranashyatu. Mat pituhu means my father. Mat pituhu. He is telling that, my dear Lord, I was praising your name. My father didn't like it. My father didn't like it. Not only he didn't like it, he started disrespecting me. He's not telling as a son you should be respected. He's telling that as a bhakta one should be respected. Irrespective of what their age is, what kulam, what caste, what qualification they have doesn't matter. As long as a devotee, we should respect that person. Therefore, as a devotee, I should have been respected. Otherwise, you will get upset. It's not that person get upset. The Lord will get upset. Therefore, my dear Lord, my father has committed many sins. He threw me into the white meat, many illusions to sins that my father. Or we still remember my father has not got me ice cream from a shop. Or on my birthday, he promised me something, he didn't give me something on my birthday. Still, I know you didn't give me. When I was in my 10th grade, you promised me, you didn't get me that one. We still blame our parents. But look at Prahlada, what his father has done, and he's telling, please my Lord, forgive all the sins that my father has committed. And make him also a devotee. Forgiving is another one. He's telling another one, make him a devotee. At least forgive all the sins is fine. Now he's telling, let him also become your devotee. And what did Lord say? No. Please ask me something. Prahlada, Varam Dadami means? I will give you what you ask. Vrayatam Asuratmaja. My dear Prahlada, whatever you ask, let it be so. I'll take care of your father. He will become a devotee. Now, that is not enough. Ask for the third boon. What was the first boon? I'm going to wake you up sometime. What was the first boon?
I should always remember you.
I should always remember you. I should be having a complete devotion at your feet. Whatever life I take, doesn't matter. Number 2 boon. Please forgive me, my father. Destroy all his sins. Let him become a devotee. Number 2. Number 3 is telling this one. Prahlada, ask for the third boon. Now the third boon is asking, Prahlada is going to ask here. Now, Kritakritya Asmi Bhagavan Varne Anena Yat Tvai Bhavitrekvat Prasadena Bhakti Avya Vicharine. He's telling that, my dear Lord, I am happy with what I got so far. Whatever I wanted, you already given to me. I have sufficient enough for what I need. Return to you, I give it back to you, take it. No thanks. Just imagine if it was us. If it was us, I should get, what if you are a student in this college, I want to be the topper in the college, I should get a campus interview selected in a Google or this or that or Amazon, whatever it may be, and picked up within few days. No, you don't pray that one. Right? So we'll pray so many things, and the family members will pray, let me have a lot of wealth, have the latest cars and a lot of money, and also my parents in India should be happy with no disease. We'll go with this big list. That list will go for yuga. So much we'll ask. But Prahlada said, I return you the third boon. No thanks. I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy with what I have. Yeah. So there's this one thing, that joke is there, where when God was creating, He was creating different beings. You must have heard this one. So if it's repetition, please forgive me. So God created an creature, animal. And God said, you will live for 50 years. And then you will be carrying the load of other people on your back. Okay, and you will only get little bit of grass to eat. And your name will be donkey. And the donkey said, Now, so the donkey said, my dear Lord, I cannot carry load for 50 years. Please, only give me 20 years. I said, no, so be no problem. And the next creature, the Lord created, He said, you will be friend of, you will live for 30 years. And your name will be? Dog. It's too much for me. Please take 20 years back. Yeah, so be it. Tatastu. And then next, the Lord created another creature, which you will be keep on jumping from one branch to another branch. And you will live for 10 years. And the monkey said, how about 20 years? The monkey said, 20 years I have to be jumping from one branch to another branch. That's what my whole life to be. I don't want 20 years, give me only 10 years. The Lord said, Tatastu. And the Lord then created another being. 2 hands, 2 legs, walking straight. He said, you will have intelligence. You will invent a lot of things. And your name will be human man. And then the man said, and you will live for 20 years. Now the man said, my dear Lord, everything is fine. May I propose you something? And God said, what's your proposal? You remember the first 20 that donkey gave up, 30 that the donkey gave up, please give it to me. And the next 20 that the dog gave up, give it to me. And the next 10 that the monkey gave up, give it to me. Lord said, Tatastu. Happy. The man was so happy he's going to live long. That is why in the first 20 years, he was human. Next 20 years, 30 years, he's carrying the family load, donkey. Like a donkey carries everywhere. And then what happens is then the children will go to office, grandchildren will be at the house. For 20 years, you have to take care of the grandchildren and the house like a dog. And then at the end, he will be jumping from one son to another son, one daughter house to another daughter house, one relative to another relative. For 10 years, he jumps like monkey. Not to offend anyone. Please don't forgive at the elders here. Please forgive me. Take it lightly. You are all great devotees. It is an applicable for you. You are all having a higher mission to teach bhakti to your grandchildren. So no problem. Now, he said that what is the use of having dharma, artha, kama and moksha when we already got the moksha? When we already got a moksha, what is the use of artha, dharma, artha and kama? I don't want anything, my dear Lord. I got everything. Now the Lord assures that you will attain me. You will attain me without any doubt. And the Lord disappears. The Lord disappears. Now Prahlad returns back home. Prahlad is returning back home. Please listen now. There's an interesting twist, turning point from what you have been standardly hearing from other Puranas, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. As Prahlad was returning back home, his father was over there, his hands on his forehead, sitting like this, crying, pouring and crying tears. And Prahlad, as soon as Hiranyakashipu sees Prahlad coming, walking towards him, he becomes joyful. He ran to Prahlad, embraced Prahlad, and kissed on his head and face and brought him back to his throne, making him sit on his lap. Prahlad, where were you? Haribol, Prahlad, where were you? Hiranyakashipu sitting, Haribol. Haribol, Prahlad, where were you all this day? I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I tortured you like anything. You are my son. Please forgive me. And Prahlad, my father, happened has happened. Forget it. Like a dream. Now let's together go to Denmark, Loop and do some kirtan. No problem. Dad, let me call the Asuras. Let's go. From next day onwards, they all went to not only on Friday evening, Saturday evening. Every day Denmark. Every day they went to Harinam. Hiranyakashipu was chanting, Haribol, please come to our Sunday peace program. It's passing out the cards, giving out the cookies. Hiranyakashipu. The life changed. Everything was so nice. Days were passing, weeks were passing. Vishnu Puranam says, end of Nrsimha avatar. Haribo! How nice and wonderful to end a story like this. Right? Have we ever heard Nrsimha Prahlad Charitra, where father and son become so close and united and they are working together, doing devotional service? So this is a unique story written by Parasara in Vishnu Purana. Days passed. Now we'll get to the other part of it. Days passed. Things were going very nicely. As things were going, now the question comes to all of our minds. What about Nrsimha Devi? Never came. What about Hiranyakashipu, who took a curse from Sanat Kumaras to be born like this? They were originally doorkeepers, right? And what about that? What happened to the curse? What happened to the promise that the Lord gave to the Devatas that He will come and take care of the Hiranyakashipu, destroy Hiranyakashipu? What about that? Where is the pillar breaking and coming out? Nothing? Only one sloka in Vishnu Purana, entire Vishnu Purana, 20th chapter, one sloka Parasara says about Nrsimha avatar. That's all. We'll see that one. He says that Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu, Pitari, Uparitam Niti, Nrsimha Swarupina. This is the only sloka. Okay? Pitari Uparitam Niti, Nrsimha Swarupina, Vishnu so api Daityana Maitriye Abhut Patihi Tataha. That is, Lord Nrsimha came, killed Hiranyakashipu, and went. You all today are thinking that it is going to be very interesting. How Lord appears, He breaks out of these pillars and He comes and only one sloka, Nrsimha avatar over. See there in Narayana, is He present there? And the Prahlad said, yes, He is present there also. This is what I have been telling for the past 3 days. He is present here. You keep on asking the same old question. He is present everywhere, Baba. He is present everywhere. He is also present in this pillar. Really? This is so disturbing. So what happened was, he said, is it a prayer? Yeah, I'm going to check it out. If he's not coming out, then I'm going to pieces and have it for my breakfast with your bread soup. So I will go for it, no problem. And then he goes, dashes, hits the rock. Bhugandam Baranadam Paravaraviram Tham Badam Dim 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 diding mum dhagamai dhagamaihi jampa jampai se jampai tulya 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 duma 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 kaihi kumkumankai kumankai etate purnaitam maharaha karaha fatuma Nrsimha came out. Nrsimha came out from the pillar with a big sound. Everyone was shocked. the heart fell off for a second from Hiranyakashipu. He picked it and put it back. It is a common. So he said this. Now, Prahlada was there. Hiranyakashipu picked Nrsimha picked Hiranyakashipu and ripped off into pieces. I'm not going to get into the details of why so and all those things. You all scholars, you can even tell to Sukadeva Goswami, Parasara, what is right and what is wrong. So I'm not going to get into why he killed like that and all those things. I'll skip those parts. One more secret is waiting for you. The question is, how is that the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu, who was a nice guy? At least he changed himself as a nice man. He could have rectified him and gave him a chance and let him go. What is this? It's a little confusing. The story is a little confusing. And therefore, the Acharya gives a super secret of what happened over there. Ready?
Yes.
Come on, this is Nrsimha. You have to scream and tell. Now, the secret is, what was the boon given to Prahlada? Prahlada was asking, let my father all sin be cleared and let him become a devotee, right? And Lord thought for a minute, what a boon he is asking for. If I fulfill this boon, there will be a problem with many other things. Right? What about the Jai Vidya thing? What about the promise to the Devatas? Many things will become into a problems. Therefore, Lord said, okay, I will satisfy your desire. Right? When Prahlada went back to the kingdom, Hiranyakashipu was loving and showering all his love towards Prahlada was none other than the Lord Narayana himself. The Lord took a form of Hiranyakashipu just to satisfy his devotee desire. Don't use now, please don't use your logical thoughts here. Okay? Now you'll have 100 of questions. Right? Where was the other Hiranyakashipu, Prabhu? How was in one house two Hiranyakashipu possible? You will ask all this wonderful question. Don't put your logic over here. The Lord can do anything, whatever. Akira Katina Samakyam. Meaning the Lord can do two contradicting things at the same time. We cannot do it. Please understand. That is why he is Lord. He can do two different things. He can bring the moon and sun together at one time. He can show love and anger at the same time. Right? So he can do all these contradicting things at the same time. We cannot do. Therefore, don't put our logical things, academic things over here when it comes to spiritual things. The Lord appeared as Hiranyakashipu to fulfill the desire of Prahlada. What a beautiful Lord he is. What a beautiful Lord he is. Sure. That's the fourth one. The fifth one is, the Lord is willing to do anything for his devotee. Even to satisfy his devotee, he can take a form of Hiranyakashipu. Then what to speak about other things? What to speak about other things? He became a chariot driver for Arjuna. The Lord can do anything for his devotees. But for us, we don't want anything from him. But he is waiting to do so many things for us in our life. All we have to do is understand the Lord is eagerly waiting for us to do so many good things in our life. All we have to do is tell him no thanks. Tell him no thanks when he comes to help us. I know my way, I can take care of myself. You please take care of someone else. No. When the Lord does something, there is a meaning in our life. Anything that we are going to do now, there is certainly a meaning in our life that the Lord takes care of us. No ego. Second one is that the Lord does not see any differences. How does he not see differences? He accepted a monkey, Sugriva, as his friend. He accepted a tribe, a Guha, as his friend. He accepted a Rakshasa, Vibhishna, as his friend. All he saw was whether this person is devoted or not. Now the last part of 5 minutes and we are concluding. We are on time. So last part is Palastuti. Vishnu Puranam is telling the Palastuti. By hearing this Charitra or Prahlada, what is that one going to gain? So here is a Palastuti. यत्तु एतत् चरितं तस्य प्रह्लादस्य महात्मनः शृणोति तस्य पापानि सद्य गच्छन्ति समक्षयाम्. So first, anyone please listen, this is a Palasuti. What the benefit that we get by hearing the Prahlada Charitra is the first one. If you hear Prahlada Charitra, what happens is that all the sins get destroyed. All the sins get destroyed. अहोरात्र कृतं पापं प्रह्लाद चरितं नरः शृण्वान् पठन् च मैत्र्य व्यपोहति न संशयः. Whatever bad deeds that we have done, knowingly or unknowingly, whatever sins that we have committed during the daytime or night time, all those will be wiped off. If you hear just one time Prahlada Charitra, just one time, this is one time, next step is coming, next. If you start hearing occasionally, not one time, oh I heard this Prahlada Charitra already in 2010, that is enough for me. If one time you heard, all the papa is destroyed. Okay, so you are happy, be happy if you heard one time. Now if you are hearing occasionally, what is the benefit? Here is the benefit. Amavasim Ashtamyam Apayapam Palam Naraha. That is, if you hear Prahlada Charitra on Paurnami during the time of full moon, or the new moon, Amavasya, or Ashtami Tithi, or Dwadeshi, what happens is that when you hear that, it is as good as you have done Godana. Godana means giving cow as a charity, which has by itself lot of benefits. Okay? That if you hear occasionally. And now, if you are going to hear regularly, what is the benefit? Prahladam sakala aptastu yata rakshatvan harihi tata rakshati yas tasya shunonoti charitam sada. Charitam sada, Prahlada Charitam sada. If you keep hearing Prahlada Charitam sada, what happens is that whatever Prahlad got, that person will get it. Not only that, there is saying that Prahlada Sakala Aptasu, whatever difficulties that Prahlada went through, whatever difficulty he went through in his life, how I was saving Prahlada, I will save that person also who hears Prahlada Charitra regularly. Loudly. Not for me, for Prahlada Charitra you have to tell Haribo! Bhakta Prahlada ki Jai! Prahlada Bharadan ki Jai! Nrsimha Dev ki Jai! Yoga Nrsimha ki Jai! Sudarshan ki Jai! Srila Prabhupada ki Jai! Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai! Thank you all very much for giving this opportunity, staying with us for 3 days to hear this wonderful Prahlada Charitra. And may that Lord protect all of us, friends, your family, your extended family, and remove all the kalmasha, unnecessary things from the heart, and give all protection as long as we stay in this world, in this body, and give more bhakti at his unflinching bhakti at his lotus feet. Nothing else. Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai.